didn't make for good reading content because for this one I'm gonna take a pass and I'm gonna read this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dinithi and this is weeks 3 and 4 of the Magical Readathon. So the time is 12:43 on Saturday. So now what was supposed to be this is week 3 basically, and I'm only starting the week or the vlog on Saturday night, Sunday actually. And what happens was, no surprise, it's work. Like, trust me, I love my work. It's definitely, I'm finally getting to do what I like, which is create content. But as many of you know who does create content, it takes a lot out of you, and when you do it as your job, even though you love it and you wouldn't do anything else, it's still a lot, it's still tiring. And like, the workplace is amazing, they really take care of you, but yeah, it's still a lot on your brain. So like, whenever I'm off work, like I work 8 hours a day for 5 days, and sometimes I have to work the weekends. So when that happens, I just don't want to do anything else, and that is one reason that I couldn't vlog this week. It's just like I was drained, so I couldn't do anything. But add to that, after I finished the Deobar trilogy, my god, you know, me and Aisha, we fell into this really bad hangover. It's like a great book hangover. Like, I didn't know like this could happen. It hasn't happened to me, I think, since I read Harry Potter. And it just, like, nothing we read, right? I think Enosh was okay because he started reading She Who Became the Sun right after, and that's apparently good. Now Aisha and I, we were struggling a lot because nothing we read lived up to it. Nothing I read lived up to the City of Brass or the rest of the series. That was something I did not expect, because it's not that the books I read were bad, it's just I think I unconsciously compared it to that. I don't know, whatever it is, right? I couldn't get through like 2 or 3 chapters, or I tried so many audiobooks. I think I collectively, audiobooks and physical books, I think I read like, I tried to read 4 and just couldn't get through like 2 chapters or like 5 or 10 minutes into the audiobook. So it was a real thing, and I was missing reading, but everything I picked up just wasn't good enough, so I didn't know what to do. And to top it all off, I had work and I was tired, so like those two combined just didn't make for good reading content because I wasn't reading. So today is the first day that I've had time for myself, and I just didn't do anything. I was in bed, I was reading, I was watching TV, and I was sleeping and eating. That's all I did, and it was so blissful. I forgot how great it is to have free time. But yes. So anyway, the book I was reading is like, finally one book worked after so many tries, and that is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Thank God for that man's intelligence and his dry, sarcastic humor, because that is the only thing that got me out of this rut. Because I don't even know, I don't think it was a reading slump. A slump would mean I don't want to read. I really wanted to read a book, it's just like nothing was good enough. But anyway, this worked. I more than 50%, like that's all I've been doing all day, just reading it, and I can't get it up because it is so good. It's about this astronaut who wakes up in a spaceship with 2 dead bodies next to him and no memory of who he is, what he's doing there, and why he's in a spaceship. And there's so many great things happening in this book. I don't want to spoil it because I'm almost like halfway done, so I don't think I'll talk about it a lot. But I'll talk about it more in my wrap-up video because I'll probably finish this soon. And the other thing is, like, this wasn't on our TBR, but I started reading it. And the other thing is, like, I don't want to talk about spoilers for this book because don't read anything, don't read like reviews or spoilers, because I think there's a part in the book that will really surprise you and that will get you hooked from that point on if you weren't interested in the first half, because it is amazing. If you like Arrival, you will like Arrival the movie, you will like this book. I guarantee you, because it is very similar. It actually made me want to watch Arrival when I was reading this. So I'm not sleepy, so I'm just gonna continue reading, and I will update you later. Yeah, I still don't know what I'm gonna read for this vlog, but we'll see as I go, because I really don't know what I'm gonna read after this, so we'll figure it out, because I'm still reading for the Magical Readathon, and this will complete the prompt for to read a standalone book. So I'm just casually in my bed reading a book, and then I get a call saying that I have your books, and I was like, wait, I knew this is from Minoshi because he told me that he sent me something, and for me to not buy anything from my wish list. I have it, and I'm going to unwrap it right now. I have no idea what this is, and I know from the wrapping this is from Zakio. So I know. I'm so excited. I legit have no idea. Oh my god, they had it. I had no idea. What the fuck? How? My god, I didn't know they had it. How do you do this, you know? How do you know that they had this? This is on my wish list. This is one of my I think this came out this year, right? Yes, there you go. Zakio. I had no idea they had this. You know, thank you so much. I love you. It's the first book mail that I've been gifted that wasn't for my birthday. I just randomly gifted by a amazing human being. I'm so happy. Update time. It is a few days later, and it's actually Wednesday night. So I'm gonna give you an update on what I've been reading, because I finished Project Hail Mary. Like I said, it is amazing. I gave it 5 out of 5. I'll talk about it more in my wrap up, because there's just so much to. I read it, and I actually ordered the book because once it comes I'm gonna read it again, because it's even better than The Martian, and that is saying a lot because I love The Martian. It's one of my favorite books, and I think I included it in one of my top 10 videos. So yeah, that was amazing. So after that I kind of had to wait for. Oh, after that I finished Bunny by Mona Awad. I was reading that, and then I stopped reading it because it wasn't doing anything for me, and it was just a weird book. That's all it was. I didn't see any plot to it. It was just solely just. It's really hard to explain that book again, which I will talk about more in my wrap up, because if I start talking about Bunny, I'm not going to talk about the book that I'm currently reading, because it's a discussion on its own. So watch out for the September wrap up. I will talk about it there. Coming back to the Magical Readathon, currently listening to Rock Paper Scissors. I'll put the book here, and it is intense and it's wild. Now the thing is, the prompt is to read a book with ghosts, and I don't think this is I think this is a thriller. This is not a horror, but I can't stop reading it, so I'm just gonna count it for the readathon. I know G said to like take it easy and like just keep it simple, do whatever you want with the readathon. So I have read according to all the prompts earlier, so for this one I'm gonna take a pass, and I'm gonna read this for that prompt because I just want to continue. It's basically about two people who have been in a very happy marriage in the beginning, and then slowly descending into like a very unhappy, incompatible, mundane routine and marriage. And they go on this vacation that the wife wants as like a weekend getaway to a chapel inn. I think it's like a chapel that's converted into an inn, something like that. Anyway, they go there and you follow two perspectives at first. It's the wife and the husband, and you know they are hiding something, okay? and the weirdest part is the wife. So the premise of the story is they go there to fix their marriage and something like that. So the rest of it is going to be spoilers, so I'm just gonna put the cover of the book so that you can mute while I talk about spoilers, and when the book goes away you can unmute, and then I will talk about non-spoiler stuff. So here you go. Now in the book, as soon as they, like, it's two perspective at first, right? And then the wife is talking about how unhappy she is and how the husband doesn't give her any attention because he's like following his dream as a screenwriter. And the wife is she works at a dog shelter, I think, which is kind of cool because I love reading about that part, and like, which we don't really get to see a lot, her and the dogs. But yeah, anyway, so she's really unhappy, and at one point she says that she has some sort of a plan for this weekend and that only one of them will get to leave, which is like, okay. That's the first one. And then soon after, like, this church inn is creepy anyway, okay? It's like a very ancient, creepy building which they acknowledge, and they say like, oh my god, this is creepy, why are we here, and all of that. So I think it was their first night, and they have some wine, whatever, and they talk. So the wife goes to the kitchen to get some more wine, and immediately she sees somebody looking through the window, which freaked me the fuck out because the way that the writer built it up was so good. So like, you're already in suspense, right? And when she said that, I was like, whoa. Because the wife saw it as like one of those face paintings, I think, and then she says like one of the faces moved. And the craziest part of this book is not that, right? Because right after the chapter shifts, like the next chapter, it shifts to the perspective of the person who was looking through the window. And I was like, this is wild, because this is the first time I'm reading something like that, and I'm loving it. Because that person is actually not, I mean, for now, like, she's just a normal person, and she was, I don't know why she was looking into it. I think she was just curious, and we follow her perspective as well. And she's this woman who's like, who lives alone, and she does have some secrets, and I think she's connected to the couple in some way. Because I'm at the point where this woman Robin is talking about a nightmare that the husband keeps having about the woman in red. And also, like, the husband has this this thing where he can't recognize faces. I didn't know that was a thing. That was like really fascinating to read, because he knows them but he can't remember their faces, and it also affects the wife and their marriage, and that is done really well. I'm not sure what the name is. They do mention it, I can't remember. I'll put it here if I find it. But yeah, you can't remember faces, and I feel like that's a big part of the woman who we see, the other one, the one called Robin. So I don't know, it's wild. The writing is incredible. I'm always in suspense. Like, the best part of the book is that I can put it away, right, and then I can do other things, and then when I start back up again, I'm at that same intensity, that same suspensefulness is there as soon as I start listening. It doesn't go away, it comes back, it pulls you back in. So, which hasn't happened in a while. I think the last time it happened was when I was reading I'm Thinking of Ending Things. So yeah, this book is great. I love it. And also, one other thing, this is not a spoiler, right, but you know, when you're reading like thrillers, you're always like thinking about, okay, and you're coming up with theories, or like thinking like, okay, this person is bad, this person is guilty, all that stuff, right? Oh wait, before that, this is a spoiler, so I'm gonna put the thing. The weirdest part is, right, we know that the wife is thinking about this, like, I mean, when she says like only one of us is leaving, it sort of implies that she thinks like she's planning to kill her husband, right? And you shift to the husband, and there he admits that he knows that she's trying to kill him, which is like I was like, okay, and he's afraid, and now that he knows, and that we know that he knows, everything the wife does when we're reading from his perspective is very fishy, and it's very kind of creepy and weird, and you're always like reading into the things that she's saying, but you shift to her perspective and then it's a different story. So it's amazing writing, I'm telling you. But yeah, back to what I was saying before. Now when it comes to like thrillers, you always try to assume what's gonna happen and who killed who, or like who did it, all of that, right? So one of the things the writer does so well is that the moment you start to question something, she will give you an answer for it. I don't know how she does it, but this happened like multiple times in the book, because as soon as I thought like, okay, like I said, the wife trying to kill the husband, right? And the husband admits that he knows. So like there are like there are like moments in the book where you're always on the same page. So it's wild. That's the only way I can explain it. It's wild, it's suspenseful, and it's freaking amazing. And also, like I said, Robin is somehow connected to the couple, right? And the moment I thought of it, the writer accepts it as well. The writer mentions Robin was involved in the accident that killed the husband's mother. So yeah, I think being able to take away those moments from the reader and yet keeping them on their toes and making them turn the page and keeping that suspense alive, it is no small feat, because a lot of the writers, a lot of like thriller novels, they depend heavily on us trying to figure out what's going on and what's happening. And when you take that away from us, it's not suspenseful anymore, because they don't know how else to write it. But that's not what the writer does. The writer does the exact opposite. And I'm loving it. I'm here for it. I'm gonna continue listening, and I will update you once I've read a few more chapters. Oh my god. Okay, I just finished that book, Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. Unbelievable. 5 out of 5 stars. And the plot twist, the ending, and everything that was revealed, I went back and read some of the chapters and it all makes sense. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how, it was in my face and I didn't know what was happening. I don't know how I missed it. It's the way that she writes it that you don't even think. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna put anything in this video. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want you to accidentally spoil yourself. So I'm not gonna say what happens in the book or everything. Just please go read it. It is incredible. It is amazing. My god. I don't know what to say. The characters, the writing, the plot twist. It's such a great book. And it's such a mindfuck. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about everything. Everything made sense. And you know, sometimes when, even at the end of the book, there was like a scene when I was like, wait, why did you do that? And I was like, oh, you know what, it's fine, like it makes sense. Like I tried to explain it away, but then like the next few chapters the writer's like, nah, I have a plan, I have a story, and this is why she did that. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, you were right. So it's, oh my god, dude, I just read the book. I can't tell you without spoiling, and it's a disservice to anybody who's watching this video if I tell the ending. So just go read the book. Oh my god, incredible, incredible. I don't know what to say. This month has been so great. I've read 2 books now, well, 1 series and a book that totally captivated. Oh, actually 3 books. My god. Oh, this readathon is going really well. I read Project Hail Mary, which was 5 stars, sci-fi, and that was sci-fi. And I read The City of Brass, the whole series, 5 stars all around. It's 5 stars plus. That's fantasy. And now I read a thriller, that's 5 stars. It's so fun to read great books when like I've been in such a slump, I told you earlier, after City of Brass, and I never saw this heading this way. Oh my god. Thank you, Alice Feeney, and Andy Weir. You guys brought me out of my slump. So I don't know what to read next. I have no idea. So I'll just update you when I do, or if I do. This has been a great reading experience. So please read this book. You don't have to like thriller to like this book. Trust me, it's great.